Hey Mavericks, it's Chase here, back again with another walkthrough. And so here we are logged in to our Go High Level account. And what I want to do today is kind of give you a broad overview of what features all these tabs. It's pretty overwhelming if you have no idea or no background in any of this stuff. And so what I want to do is just go through step by step what to look for, what to look at, what they do, all those different things. And yeah, I'll try my best to make it all make sense. And if you have any questions, make a post in the group and we'll be here to help you. But let's get started. So whenever you log in, this is the very first page that you're gonna end up on. It's called the Launchpad. And whenever you create a sub account, which we'll talk more about that in later tutorials, but this is where you can link different profiles together all into the Go High Level platform so that all the data and information is flowing in one place. So you're not having to go to one place or another looking for specific pieces of information or data. You can all find it right here in one spot. And so that's the beauty of what a CRM does, is it makes it easy to access everything. And so what you can see over here is you can download an app which is called Lead Connector, and you can actually look at some of this stuff on your phone. It's rather limited. The desktop version of Go High Level is going to be where most of this stuff is able to be found, and so that's what that does. You can send it to a phone number. If you click that, you click it and send it to a mobile number. And here is where you can connect it to your Google business profile. So let's say you're a restaurant and you want to know what conversations or calls or information with people interacting with that profile on Google. You can connect it directly to the CRM in High Level, and you'll be able to actually see all that data in one spot. It's pretty helpful. We do that with a lot of our clients so that we can kind of keep tabs on everything easily. You can also do that with Facebook Messenger, so you can see all conversations that are taking place within Facebook itself, that it's brought right into High Level, and you'll be able to message those leads right back, or those people that are messaging your profile directly in High Level itself. Another thing you can do is have a widget, like a chat widget, that's directly connected to your website. So when people are searching for different things or whatever, they can chat with this widget that pops up on the site. If you have Stripe, you can take payments, that sort of thing, connect to High Level. Yext, WordPress, which is a new feature where you can actually connect your WordPress site directly to High Level. You can even do some hosting, which is another service that you can offer to potential clients. So let's go on to the next tab. This is Dashboard. And so what you're going to find here is a bunch of different things that you're probably not super familiar with. Maybe you are, but this is if you connect it to your GMB and different things like that, your Messenger and all that stuff. You'll actually begin to see some of the information and data popping in right here. And so opportunity status, opportunity value, conversion rates. If you scroll down, tasks, manual actions, lead source, report, Google Analytics reports, all these different things. Google business profiles for the GMB. Where you'll see views, searches, interactions, bookings, website visits, calls, and then Facebook ads if you're running Facebook ads. It's a pretty helpful gives you a high view of what's happening with the different things that you have connected directly to the Go High Level profile. And of course, this is where your pipeline is, and we'll get to some of this stuff in future videos, but this is where you can see the different stages that the clients are in the pipeline. Are they in the follow-up stage? Are they in appointment set stage? Has that opportunity been won? Has it actually converted into a sale? All the different things you can see visually in this portion of High Level. Conversations. This is where a lot of where you're going to be with your clients, and this is, whenever you're creating campaigns, which we're going to recommend starting out with like text campaigns, something that's simple. Don't get super complicated, because you can do a lot in High Level that's extremely complicated, complex. But doing text campaigns, this is probably the best bet for you. And in this tab, you can actually see the conversations happening live. And this is where you can see, unread, recent start, all. But this is if the text messages or messages through Facebook, that sort of thing. This is where it's going to be fed into. And you'll be able to actually see those conversations. You can respond directly in there. It's a really helpful way to see everything all in one place. Calendars, and this is something that we don't necessarily use ourselves. We use a different app called Calendly to manage our appointments, but this is something you can use. It's very similar, and you can create new appointments. If you want to add in a customer, you can actually give a title to it, description, set the date and time, and you can connect it directly to your Gmail so that you get alerts. You can make it to where it sends text message reminders, all these different things, so that whenever you're setting up appointments with people, they are fully able to be reminded of the different appointments. So you can see here, if you click here, your preferences, you can set all these different things. The connections, you connect it directly to Google, Stripe. Let's see here. You can set your availability. It looks like that's a new feature that's coming soon. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. Conversation AI. This is one that I'm not entirely familiar with. It's not something that we've had to use. We might do a future video on something like this once we get more information on it, but it's not necessarily something that you should waste your time with. Email services, you can use High Level to send out cold emails. We use different tools for that. For our own marketing agency, we don't use High Level for that. In fact, most of the time we send them out manually, and that's because when you use tools to send out emails, you are likely to get your email account banned, and so it's easier just to send out things manually, but we'll go into more detail in the future. Phone numbers. So whenever you're creating an account, whenever you create a sub account with the new clients, you can create dummy numbers that you can send out text messages through here, and you can kind of get an idea of what you do here. So it looks like High Level is not cooperating now, but normally this would be populated with a list of phone numbers with you can even set an area code, something like that, and when it loads through, you have to have it connected to Twilio. That this particular account is not connected to Twilio because we don't use it. This is just for demonstration purposes only. But you'll see a list of phone numbers that you can actually purchase for like $1.50, and you can assign it to the profile, and then you can use it to forward calls. Let's say something like you're sending out messages to their database to previous customers because you're trying to help them to get repeat business. So in our case, let's use the example of let's say a promotion for a restaurant. You can say you have a list of phone numbers and emails, and you just plug those in to High Level, which if you look here, let's go back. You plug it into your contacts right here, and then all that information is stored within High Level. And then whenever let's go back to phone numbers here, you can create the phone number, and then whenever you're messaging those clients, this is the phone number that they will see. They will not see the phone number of the actual business itself. And this is, there's reasons for that. It's easy for us to track the source of where these conversations are happening, and then it forwards. If they were to call that dummy number that we create in High Level, it'll be forwarded over to the business, so that then we know, oh, that call came from this campaign or whatever. It's easier to track the information. So let's move down to opportunities, and this is where you can create through your pipelines. You see what where the different leads are. It's High Level. It's very simple. So you have it'll populate with like names and information of people that popped into the campaign, what stage they're in, whatever. And it looks like Trello. If you ever use that, it looks like little cards. You can drag and drop them into different different, wherever they are in the pipeline and that sort of thing. It's super simple. Just gives you a visual representation of what it is that you're trying to do. And so in the pipelines here, and this is where you can set the different stages, and it just depends on what you're trying to do. It'll be different for every type of campaign. And this is payments. You can create invoices, especially if you have a payment processor that is able to be integrated with High Level. Stripe is one that we use, but we don't do it through High Level. We just do it straight through Stripe. But this is where you can kind of get an idea of what sent, draft, due, received, overdue, that sort of thing. It's helpful if that's what you want to do. Let's see here. Email campaigns. This is where you can create the different things. Automations, and this is where you can automations is where now that High Level wants you to go whenever you're creating campaigns. They don't do it necessarily through triggers anymore, which is what they used to use. So here we had campaigns, messages. It would do various things whenever it would whenever someone would perform a certain action. So let's say they fill out a form. That's action number 1. We have different things where it's like they fill out a form, then they receive a message back. So that's the trigger that we set. So it's an if-then statement. Sounds complicated. It really is not as complicated as it sounds. And we'll do more videos on how to set up these workflows so that you can actually make this stuff work for you. It's really not as complicated as it sounds. And what's cool is we'll also talk about snapshots and things where when you do it for one, you can just replicate it over and over and over again. And so there's websites. You can actually create websites directly in High Level. So if you want to build simple websites for people, you can actually build them directly in here. If you have a campaign where you have it go through like a lead funnel, like on using Facebook ads, something like that, you can create the funnels here. It's pretty awesome. You can connect custom domains, all this kind of stuff. It's really great. You have a membership area. So now, we're using school, but High Level has their own membership area. You can create communities, like paid community groups. You can get certificates and all these different things. It's pretty great. It's really a one-stop shop for any marketing agency. You have everything that you could possibly use, from text campaigns to emails to funnels to websites to hosting, collecting payments, all these different things. You can do it directly in High Level. It's pretty great. Reputation management is another thing that you can do, which this is what this is for. So when you connect it to your Google business profile, you'll see your reputation here. And the best thing to grow your business, especially organically, is to have more reviews. We're social creatures, and we want to see what other people think about this business. You see someone with 1 5-star review versus 100, you're probably going to go with the 100 reviews over that 1 review any day of the week. Same with let's say a company that has 100 reviews at 5 stars. The next one has 50 reviews at 4.2 stars. That 100 reviews at 5 stars is going to win every single time. So you can help people to you can actually have people hire you to do reputation management, where you'll send reviews, text messages out to their previous clients to help them get reviews. And this is where you can track all this stuff. It's pretty great. Reporting, another thing. This is dummy information. This isn't real, but this kind of gives you an idea of what it will look like if you were to track some of the data. If you're running Google ads or Facebook ads, you have call reporting. This is pretty cool. You can actually set those phone numbers that we talked about earlier to where there's, if you want to do call recording, you can listen to sales calls, like how people actually conduct their sales. You can do sales reviews, and it's saved all in here. Under call reporting, you can see the source. You can see like actual recordings of the calls. You can listen back. It's pretty awesome. At Marketplace, all the different apps that link with High Level, and of course mobile app. And you have settings. You have all these different things, but that's not necessary to go through right now. But I hope that this is helpful. Give you kind of a broad understanding of what is here in High Level. Watch this video over and over so you can kind of get a feel for what different things are for. It's very self-explanatory, but if you've never done this, it's a lot of information to take in, and we've been doing it for years. And this is the platform that we've used over and over, and it's better than any other platform. I have a love-hate relationship with Go High Level, but it's the best platform available for running an SMMA agency. And so, yep. Until next time, we'll have more things to talk about, more details to go through in future videos. And so, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.